In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to save an HDRI from Photoshop the right way so that you can maintain all that beautiful high dynamic range information for your 3D lighting projects. High dynamic range imaging is a cornerstone of modern 3D rendering, whether you are using Blender, Cinema 4D, Unreal Engine, or Maya. However, many beginners make the mistake of saving their processed images in standard formats like JPEG or PNG, which completely crushes the luminance data and renders the file useless for lighting. If you have been struggling with getting your custom environmental maps or photorealistic lighting setups to work, you are in the right place. We are going to cover the precise technical workflow required to ensure your 3D software recognizes the full light intensity of your pixels. If this video helps you improve your 3D workflow, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more deep dive creative software tutorials. Let's get started. First, we need to address the most critical setting in the entire process. Before you even think about saving, you must ensure your document is in the correct color depth. By default, most Photoshop projects are set to 8-bit or 16-bit, but HDRI data requires 32-bit. To change this, go to the top menu bar and select Image, then hover over Mode, and finally select 32 bits per channel. You might see a slight shift in how your colors are displayed, or some tools might become unavailable, but this is absolutely essential. Storing high dynamic range data is impossible in 8-bit because 8-bit only allows for 256 levels of brightness. In contrast, 32-bit allows for values well above pure white, which is what your 3D engine needs to calculate realistic shadows and highlights. Once your document is converted to 32-bit, you are ready to export the file. To do this properly in the newer versions of Photoshop, go to File and select Save a Copy. If you are using an older version of the software, you can simply use the standard Save As command. This will open the File Explorer window. Now navigate to the Format drop-down menu at the bottom of the dialog box. This is where you need to make a choice between the two industry standards, Radiance and OpenEXR. Let's break down which one you should choose for your specific needs. The first option is Radiance, which uses the .hdr file extension. This is perhaps the most compatible format for 3D lighting. If you are a hobbyist or an architectural visualization artist using apps like Blender, Cinema 4D, or Keyshot, Radiance is usually the best choice because it is lightweight and universally supported by almost every rendering engine on the planet. Select Radiance from the dropdown and give your file a descriptive name. Your second option is OpenEXR, which uses the .exr extension. This is the preferred format for professional VFX and high-end animation pipelines. OpenEXR is fantastic because it offers much better compression algorithms than the older Radiance format, meaning your files will be smaller without losing quality. Furthermore, EXR supports multi-layer data, which is vital if you are doing complex compositing work. If you are working in a production environment or using software like Nuke or DaVinci Resolve alongside your 3D tools, choose OpenEXR. Once you have made your selection, click the Save button. If you chose OpenEXR, a secondary dialog box might appear asking about compression and storage formats. For most standard HDRI lighting uses, you can leave these at their default settings and click OK. Photoshop will then process the data and write it to your disk. It is important to remember that after you save, you should double-check your file size. True 32-bit HDRI files are significantly larger than your average photo because they contain so much more mathematical data for the light. If your file is only a few kilobytes, something went wrong, and you should re-verify that you are in 32-bit mode before saving again. Now that your file is saved, you can bring it into your 3D environment of choice. Usually, you will plug this file into an environment node or a dome light. Because we saved it correctly, the sun or light sources in your image will actually emit light in the 3D scene, creating realistic shadows rather than just appearing as a flat background image. This small change in your saving workflow makes the difference between a render that looks fake and one that looks truly cinematic. And that is it. You have successfully learned how to convert and save HDRI files from Photoshop, ensuring your 3D renders have the highest quality lighting possible. If you found this tutorial useful and it saved you some frustration, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to help the channel grow. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for our next guide on mastering digital assets. Peace out.